Good morning, students. So today we are just dealing with the science and technology part of UPSC preliminary examinations. So if you see the number of questions coming from science and technology in 2011 or 12, the number of questions were maximum 2 or 3 questions were there. But it's been increasing over the years. Like for 2014-15, number of questions asked from science and technology part was like 6 or 7. But last year, that is 2020, 13 questions came from science and technology. So this portion is being very important for the perspective of your prelims. But the challenge the aspirants used to face with this kind of science and technology part is that there is no standard reference book for studying this topic. For example, we have Lakshmikant for polity, we have Spectrum for modern history, but we don't have a standard book for studying science and technology. So aspirants has many dilemma like what to study, from which all resources I have to refer these things and all. So my structure of this class will be like I will give you a brief analysis of previous year question papers, and I will classify the questions into 8 different parts, like which all questions are coming, like which all angles are coming, these questions are coming. And after that, I will give you some approach how to study the science and technology part, what are the static part we have to study, what are the current affairs part we have to study, what are the other parts, if any, we have to study for the science and technology part for the upcoming preliminary examination of 2021. So let me start by saying that number of questions, as I already told you, number of questions that came for 2020 prelims was 13, as compared to number of questions that came for 2014 was 6 questions. So just see, almost double the number, means the number is increasing. So that's why this section or this syllabus is important. And if you see the official UPSC notification, they have just given for preliminary examination in syllabus, they have just mentioned general science. They haven't mentioned which all topics we have to study. They haven't given a detailed syllabus for preliminary examination. So it's very difficult, but it's better if you go through the at least 5 or 10 years question papers. So what I have done is that I have divided this previous year question papers into 8 categories. So first category is like static topics. What I mean by static topics is that, for example, topics like GSLV, PSLV, geosynchronous orbit, geostationary orbit. These are very static part. So in one year they have asked something regarding geostationary and geosynchronous, and in another year they have asked like PSLV, GSLV, MK3. So that's what I mean by static part. So I'm just writing down. So this is the first kind of classification. Second type of classification, I will say that UPSC is increasingly asking the missions or experiments of ISRO or other countries' space agencies like NASA. So last year they have asked a question like 2020 prelims. There was a question like they have given a long statement and they have given the aim of this mission, or the statement corresponds to which mission, and they have given so and so options, and the answer was like ELISA project, like evolved LISA was the answer. So they are asking missions, experiments not only of ISRO but also of some other space agency. In ISRO also they have asked regarding Mangalyaan. They have given 2 or 3 statements regarding Mangalyaan and all, and they have asked regarding ELISA project in 2017. They have asked regarding LISA Pathfinder, Cassini. So these kind of experiments are there in newspapers. So these are very not from these are current affairs part, not a static part. So for these kind of questions, you have to read newspapers or you have to supplement these kind of resources from your monthly magazines and all. So that comes the second classification. That means the experiments and missions of space agencies. So for some example, I will give MOM. That is the MOM is the other name of Mangalyaan. So they have asked a question regarding that also, not only of India, but also as I have already told you, they are asking questions regarding other nations' space agency also, like NASA and all. And the third classification is regarding the missiles or launch vehicles, or to be in general, they are asking some questions regarding defense questions, defense related questions. So that's the third category. Defense related questions are been coming. For example, in 1 year they have asked regarding THAAD. THAAD is seen in news in the context of dash, or they have given four statements and which is correct regarding the THAAD and all. In 1 year they have asked the question regarding INS Astradharini, what is the objective, or they have given four statements which is correct regarding INS Astradharini. So that means or defense related questions are coming.